Okay, the boxing world, welcome back to Strictly Boxing with Derek Poppy Rollon. Man, we got a unification bout tonight, man. Going to be more exciting than a lot of you guys think, man. We got the IBF and the WBA unification bout of the welterweight division, man. Welterweight division, one of the biggest divisions, man, in boxing, man. For boxing history, to me, we think about the Leonard and the Hagler and the Hearns and Duran, and you think of the welterweight division. And now, man, this is back in Atlantic City, man. Atlantic City, New Jersey, man. Atlantic City is coming back, man. I think they're on their way back. Been having a lot of little fights, and now we got a big unification welterweight championship between Gerard Bout Ennis and Imitaz. I know I finally struggle with his name. Stanionis. Stanionis is 15-0 with 9 knockouts. My man Ennis Boots, Gerard Ennis Boots, is 33-0 with 29 knockouts. It looks like a little lopsided. It looks like Stanionis don't have that much experience to go up against Gerard, but it's going to be a tougher fight than we think. You know, that welterweight division, man, is a good division to check out, man, to pay attention to, man. We got a WBC champion, Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios, 29-2, 18 knockouts. He only lost to Keith Thurman and Gervonta Davis. WBO, the WBO guy, man, that Brian Norman in that welterweight division, I think he's like one of the top guys, man, that's going to be the next champion, man. The guys is, he's the WBO champion. I think unifying this championship bout, Mario Barrios probably should fight Brian Norman, and then Gerard Ennis going to fight Stanionis tonight. And I think the two winners should fight each other for the undisputed, man. That would be nice. Undisputed welterweight champion in the world, man. That sounds good. Listen, man. Listen. I know we always say that, style makes fights, and I know we always say that these guys fight bums, they don't look good. I'm going to say something about Gerard Boots. I think Boots a good fighter. I always said he was a good boxer. He looks pretty good. They moved him real good. He fought a lot of little bum fights to get in the beginning, but he started fighting some fighters later on. And I'm going to tell you, his last 2 fights, he didn't look good. He looked like he had some defensive issues. But he won, and he came through. And in my opinion, when you get those 10-round fights and you go them distances, you get those rounds in, that prepares you for the next fight. Experience is how you learn. And so hopefully, I think Gerard may be ready for Stanionis. Stanionis is a good fighter. Let me tell you about Ennis. Ennis won. He won the vacant IBF interim title, little interim thing. What that means is that you got a champion that's the champion. So you win the interim. That makes you like the #1 contender if the champion is sick or if the champion is, it's like in the welterweight case, IBF case, we had Terence Crawford was fighting Earl Spence. So that's what happened. And so he became the interim champion. And if he won the vacant interim shapey against my man Karen, I always struggle with that name, Chuck Kazan. Well, y'all know who I'm talking about, because they rematched him and he did a much better job and gave Boots a much harder fight. Karen Chukanazan. Okay, y'all know who I'm talking about though. After he beat Karen though, he wound up defending the internship against Romero Vela. He looked okay, but IBF shortly after Terence Crawford beat Ennis. Shortly after Terence Crawford beat Earl Spence, IBF decided to make decided to make Ennis the IBF champion. I didn't agree with it. I thought it was a bad judgment. Thought it was bad time. I thought it wasn't given. They didn't give Crawford enough time to defend the title. However, they made Ennis the champion. And the result of them making him a champion, he fought a couple times. Didn't look as good. Looked like he had some issues. But he still won. He's still undefeated. Again, like I said, he's 33-0. He got 29 knockouts. And he rematched my man Karen. And Karen looked really, really good. It was a different fight. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think, man? Let me tell you my personal thing. Like I said, I think Ennis is a good fighter. I'm personally glad he didn't move up to the 154 like he said he was. He said that he was having trouble in the 147 with his last 2 fights. And so I thought that meant he's going to move up to 154. It was talks about fighting Virgil Ortiz. I'm glad he didn't fight Virgil Ortiz. I think Virgil Ortiz is in another class. That's just my opinion. You guys can differ. It's okay. I think that John is going to have a tougher fight tonight. I think Stanionis is a solid fighter. He's 30 years old. He won the WBA title. He won it in April. And he didn't fight for a while. He didn't fight for 2 years. He didn't fight for he won the title in 22. He didn't fight to 24 because there was cancellations with Virgil Ortiz. So Stanionis was scheduled to fight Virgil Ortiz 3 times. 3 times he was scheduled to fight Virgil Ortiz, and there was some medical injuries, a couple on the first 2, and then it was, I think the third one was some dehydration clause or something, but Stanionis never got a chance to fight Virgil Ortiz, okay? He's an undefeated fighter. He's 15-0. I would have loved to see if him and Virgil Ortiz, how he did against Virgil Ortiz. However, they didn't fight. And this is a bigger fight than you guys think, okay? My thoughts on the fight is, look, Stanionis, he got a high guard. He's good with keeping his hands up. He's real good keeping his hands up. But the problem with that, he leaves his body shots up, and Boots go to the body pretty good. So maybe he got a chance like that. I think Stanionis, he's more inside fighter. He fights good on the inside. And if he stays on the inside with the issue that Boots has with his defense, I think it's going to be a problem. It may going to be a problem. Now, one thing that Boots have, again, he has on all his opponents is his weight. He's always a bigger guy. You see him in the ring with these they look like 2 different weight classes because he looks real big for the 147. That's why we thought that when he said he had trouble fighting the 47, he going to 154. He didn't listen to that. He said he wanted to unify. He said he wanted to become undisputed welterweight champion. Undisputed welterweight champion. So that means WBO is by Brian Norman. Good fighter, really good fighter. WBC is Mario Barrios. Good fighter. Mario Barrios is 29-2. He got 18 knockouts. Listen, Brian Norman is 27-0 with 21 knockouts. So, and Barrios only lost to Keith Thurman and Gervonta Davis. So you got, if you unify these guys, he only got 2 more guys to 2 more titles to try to get. What I think about in his boots, he's bigger. He hits hard. He's a hard, solid puncher. If he stays on the outside, pop and pick his shots, he'll be Stanionis. But my issue is, could Stanionis get on the inside and let his hands go and go? It's going to be a bigger fight than you think, man. Tonight, undisputed welterweight championship of the world. Again, Jerron Boots Ennis will be defending his IBF title against Imantas, I know I said it wrong, Stanionis, who's the WBA champion. This is in Atlantic City, New Jersey tonight, man. Listen, let me know what you guys think about the bout. I want to know, what do you think? Do you think Ennis Boost is amongst the great yet? Do you think that he's ready for a Virgil Ortiz? Do you think he's ready to unify the title? What do you think about the other welterweight champions? What do you think about Brian Normal? What do you think about Mario Barrios? What do you think about the welterweight? This is Derek Poppy, Roll Line at Strictly Boxing. Hit me up what you say about what you like about the video. Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. If you didn't subscribe, please, bro, hit that subscribe button and subscribe for the button. This is Derek Pop rolling at Strictly Boxing. Peace.